So first of all, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for coming here and providing your testimony and sharing your insights with regards to different legislations that are before us. Time is money, and traveling is very costly, so I definitely appreciate it. And so I want to start off first by saying thank you to TSL Foundation for supporting my very own constituent, Mr. Randy Johnson, who's made the 8,000-mile trek here to Washington, D.C. to amplify the voices of the veterans across the territory, specifically the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. And I want to focus my questions today to further flesh out some of the challenges that the veterans in the CNMI face by asking a couple of questions to Mr. Johnson. So just for the record, prior to up to about 3 months ago, you were employed by the district office by my predecessor, and then the first couple of months during my tenure, serving as a community caseworker, basically serving our veterans. So in your experience there, what are the 3 areas of concerns that are frequently raised by the vets who come and seek help at the office?
Thank you for your questions. The veterans seek travel, they have difficulty with travel, mainly to their appointments. A lot of times the veterans have to pay out of pocket. So a veteran from Tinian and Rhoda traveling to Saipan have to pay out of pocket to travel to go see the VA doctor on Saipan. And if they have to get further care, they have to go through Benny Travel, which is on Guam. And a lot of times Benny Travel will not issue the tickets immediately for them. And sometimes may take up to a couple of days, right, even before their appointment schedule. And at that point, sometimes the veteran is stressed and was worried if they have to cancel or postpone their appointments and seek alternative care or alternative means by either fundraising for the necessary funds to travel or taking out personal loans. And a lot of our veterans on those islands are on fixed incomes. And so filing for reimbursement with the VA sometimes can be difficult. And I know a lot of our veterans are old school, so they'd rather talk to somebody in person. And communicating with the VA is difficult on Guam because they're also working with their VA veterans on Guam. So our veterans are stuck with having to wait on calls sometimes or not get through, and that poses a difficult challenge for them as well.
All right. And tell us just a little bit, just so that the committee has an idea, what the cost of travel is for vets, for example, from Rhoda or Tinian.
Yes, so
and what all that entails.
Yeah, so the travel between the inter-islands can run up a couple $100 round trip, and that's just the veteran, him or herself. Oftentimes, the veterans are uncomfortable traveling by themselves, so they would pay for their spouse or caregiver, and that comes out of pocket, and then they would have to file for reimbursement. But fortunately, I have not heard of a delay in that reimbursement, but I would have to assume that there has been delays because that was an issue during my employment, during the last delegate, under Delegate Sablon, and that was something that we had tried to close gaps with the reimbursement because a lot of these veterans don't just have a single appointment on Guam or Hawaii, they have multiple appointments. So while they're waiting for the reimbursement, they have to push back their next appointment at times.
So in terms of specialized care, what are the areas of needs do you foresee being something that will fulfill some of the medical requirements that are needed on the ground?
Yes, so the one thing that's been highlighted during discussions recently is the chiropractic care. I do know some veterans that do travel to Guam for chiropractic care, including myself in the past, and those tickets can round trip run between $300 to $580 through United Airlines, and that just the airline itself. And then also you're considering the overnight stay because there's only one flight leaving to Guam daily, and those can add up significantly for a veteran.
All right, thank you. I yield back the balance of my time. Thank you, Chair.